Can you really be fluent in English in just 1 month if you're starting from zero? Honestly, no. But it doesn't mean that a month is useless. In fact, you can do a lot in 30 days. You can start saying basic things, learn a few hundred useful words, understand simple conversation, and get your brain used to the language that is English. You won't be fluent yet, no, but you'll be confident enough to start speaking. And once you start speaking, you can start practicing on your own. And with enough practice, fluency will follow. Fluency definitely takes time, but progress starts from day one. Quick English tip. Is it more happy or happier? Let's break it down. If the word has only one syllable, use ER. Strong, stronger. Fast, faster. If the word is longer, like 2 syllables or more, use more. More beautiful, more expensive, more handsome. However, some 2-syllable words like funny or happy still ends with ER. Happy, happier, funny, funnier. If it has 2 syllables and ends with a Y, you still use ER. So in short, 1 syllable, ER, more than 1 syllables, more, and if it ends with a Y, still ER. Accent isn't all that important, but pronunciation absolutely is. Because thang and tank mean 2 very different things. So let me show you how to say thank you properly. First, say this, sank, S-A-N-K, sank. Now stick your tongue out and bite on it gently. Now, say the same thing, thank, not tank, thank. And congratulations, now you can say words like thought, think, thinned. Keep practicing. Have you ever heard people saying, oh, I speak Bahasa? But listen, Bahasa literally just means language. That is like saying, I speak language. What language? French? German? Foreigners and sometimes Indonesians are guilty of this. If you're speaking English, just say Indonesian. Every language has a proper name in English. We don't say Nihongo, we say Japanese. We don't say Deutsch, we say German. Same thing here. And yes, if you really want to call it Bahasa Indonesia, that is totally fine. But not Bahasa, and definitely not Bahasa language. If you guys think I've got English all figured out, nah, I still mess up too. Take this word. I've always thought it was pronounced Cambridge. I mean, it looks like Cambridge, smells like Cambridge, so it must be Cambridge, right? You know, with that S sound like camping or camera. But nope, turns out it's Cambridge with that A sound like cake. Anyway, just a reminder that making mistakes is part of learning, even for me. Especially for me. Still learning, baby. Today we're reviewing Sekoperkat from Bodeamin. Let's give it a try. First bite, the rice is very savory and it crumbles in your mouth. The veggies spicy. It hits you right away, but not too much. Let's try the chicken. It's super tender with that classic upper flavor, rich and coconutty. Today, let's talk about tempeh and how to make it tasty. Step 1, slice it up. Not too thick, not too thin, just about this size. With the seasoning, you can go simple with water and salt, or you can do it like me and grind some garlic, salt, and coriander. Once you're done grinding, add some water and soak your slices for about 5 until 10 minutes. Now you can fry them up. Don't rush it. You can wait until the color turns golden brown with crispy edges. And that's it. Crispy outside, soft inside. You can eat it with rice, sambal, or just snack it straight. Here's how I can make my voice sound like that of an AI. It's very easy, and you can do it too if you follow these steps properly. I just pick a podcast with any topic I like, then I hit the play button and start shadowing.
Yeah, this is especially difficult
and it's especially difficult for young people because you don't have enough life experience to have made these mistakes. Instead, you see other people that are successful or whatever it is, and you want that now. Yes! And yeah, so basically just do that every day for 12 years and you'll be where I'm at right now. You know the TH sound in this or that? Yeah, that one I used to butcher a lot. Why? Because my tongue was too Jawa for it and I tend to say this or that. But here's what you can do to nail that sound every time. First, trying to say zat, Z-A-T, zat, like a French villain. Zat. Now, say the same thing repeatedly while slowly sticking your tongue out. Zat, 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 that. Feel that friction? Now you can say this, those, that, these, like a native. You guys love learning English through songs, and honestly, I do too, so why don't we do just that today? You're probably familiar with this one, A Glimpse of Us, and there's this line that goes, "She'd take the world off my shoulders if it was ever hard to move." Now let's turn that line into a sentence we can use when we speak in English. For example, she'd sing me a lullaby if it was ever difficult for me to sleep. They'd listen if it was ever too much for me to bear. He'd explain it to me again if it was ever confusing for me to understand. So the pattern is, someone would do something for you if it was ever difficult for you to do something. That's it. Being poor is just a mindset. I didn't think of that. Because obviously the reason you're broke isn't because the rising cost of living or the fact that your salary barely survives the week. It's because you haven't thought like a millionaire yet. If only you'd wake up at 5 a.m., journal your dreams, and drink overpriced matcha, your bank account would just get it together, right? No, shh, you don't get it. You're just not vibrating at the frequency of wealth. And remember, Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon. He manifested it in his garage with seed funding from his parents. Thanks, millionaire. I'll change my mindset and open my chakras now. Jangan kan ngomong bahasa Inggris. Ngomong bahasa Indonesia aja aku ngangong-ngangong. Sometimes it's not the language that is the problem. It's how we think. Think of a language like an LCD screen. No matter how expensive or high definition the screen is, if the video was recorded with a potato camera, it's still gonna look blurry. It just shows what's already there. The same way language just displays your thoughts. If your thoughts are messy, vague, or unsure, your words will be too, no matter what language you're using. So maybe if you want to start speaking more fluently, you gotta start thinking more clearly.